you go back to the feds and say, okay, now it's time. How do they coordinate, a 51-man bust?
Man, how
long does it take and how many people are involved?
So it took a couple of weeks and we set up overnight, like for 2 or 3 different nights. The night leading up to the actual bust, we were there almost no sleep, essentially writing warrants for specific locations where we thought the people were. You have to figure out who's where. And, the Fed paperwork is lengthy. So we're up at the U.S. Attorney's Office just doing paperwork out the ass.
Yeah. Like, here's this address. This is where this individual is.
This is who we're looking for. This is what we're looking for. I mean, you got to, do a proper warrant. It's they're wanted. The person is wanted, but we also want to include any, drugs, gang associated, paraphernalia, blah, blah, all that kind of stuff. Get all that stuff signed off on. And then essentially we set up in a gymnasium of a high school with 200 plus law enforcement. That's our, Fort Worth SWAT and gang units and all that stuff. Guys from DEA, guys from the U.S. Marshal's Office, guys from other agencies that worked with task forces.
Yeah.
Just packed it full. And they just, they're putting up on, and for me, this is new to me.
Right.
So this part of it, it was freaking weird that it was ending. I was already in a weird mental space at that point.
How did that feel? It's almost like you're completing a book.
It was
right. It's the end of a journey.
Yeah,
were you sad?
Yes.
Yeah, you must have been.
I was sad and relieved and nervous because they were about to find out.
Yeah.
So
did you feel bad? Were any of the guys, you must have, right? Because you spoke on their behalf.
No question.
Were there any of them where you're like, I feel bad that they're going to go away?
Absolutely. I absolutely did. And which is why for those people I offered to testify on their behalf in terms of their character and their potential to do right and whatever. I knew how they acted.
Did you go apologize to the guy you beat up and you were like, hey man, you were actually right. I was a snitch.
I didn't get
How
to meet.
How profound you were.
Knock some sense. No, we didn't actually get to meet all of them because many of them were just like, birds. No, I'm not talking to nobody.
Right.
Other ones were like sitting across the table. It would be me and the FBI agent, and they'd be sitting here, and she'd be accusing him. Man, I know you're connected with so and so. You get it all from blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And be like, no, man, that's not how it works, man. Tell her, T. That's not how it works. Come on, T.
Yeah.
It's just not computing yet.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, I'm on the other side of the table, man. Like, just tell her.